Right, hello everyone. Yeah, it's gonna be the last stream of 2017. Started a bit late. Was out in the town. Well, I wouldn't currently say really that far out of the town, really. Yeah, because as soon as midnight comes along, it's technically my birthday. Oh, how fun! Yeah, so I'm back with some Eternal Crusade. Let's get the audio returning. Did tweet out that we're actually doing the thing, isn't it? Or is that, or is the tablet just slow? Come on. I know you're slow, bloody tablet. I'd like to actually use the damn thing. Times, you are very stupid. Yes, so hello. Make sure everything's done in the correct places. And then, oh, for Christ's sake, it really isn't just. Alright, there we go. Alright, make sure that it's out. Oh yeah, sound. Back, discard. Noises. The actual time to actually get the sound balance, because I noticed last time the sound balance was a little bit off. So if I drop that down a little bit more and get it nice and good and sensible. Yes, right. Yes, this is the last stream of 2017. Starting a bit late, as the 17th is my birthday. So yeah, started a bit dry this time. Switch over to the game. Get out of the settings first. Out of that into the place to do the things. Right. I haven't really played that much this week. I really haven't played that much this week, which is a bit weird. I haven't really. It's yeah. Surprisingly, I've been playing World of Tanks a little bit, which is I don't know. I might start streaming that one. World of Tanks and the Adventures of General Incompetence was the idea that I had of doing it for the titles, I suppose. Yes, that was going to be an interesting one. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad to think of actual sort of Raptor. I immediately saw that one and that. No, I'm definitely be doing that. I do not have Raptor. I do not have the Raptor. The raw Rap. Well, going very much off topic for that one. Yeah, so I haven't really played that much over this week, so I'm probably going to start a bit rusty, and I'm also going to go over a little bit of time. Probably going to go over towards 1 o'clock to balance out time starting differences, which should be interesting. Should be a fun turnout. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell, Chad, can you stop? Stop doing that. Chair keeps dropping down. This chair is not doing very well. This is bad status. Kind of concerned about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if the order is going to end up being going out again. I think it might be something to do with this game. It comes out at a very shy. It comes out. I think perhaps in the new year I might change it to just streaming to 720 rather than trying to eke it out to the 1080. Just because, well, it's a... Okay, now it says it's good. Okay. It's... At times, this program's very irritating. Yeah, so... It should be rather interesting, seeing how this turns out. It's, next week, you would think, would be the week off. Turns out not. Because there's a Warhammer early access game coming out on the 20th, or at least the embargo until the 20th. The Horus Heresy, the Betrayal of Geleth. Which is, yeah, coming to early access on the 20th. And I'm going to be putting out a review for that. It's the one, it's the big VR one. Well, I would say VR one. It's much more of a close proximity RTS. I think it's going a bit slow. But there are battles going on against the orcs. Hall people. So, just do that. Rekindle. I was like, no, go back to the start. Start over again. Part of me's tempted to just get rid of that one. Probably get rid of that one. Chances of me getting even a couple hundred XP for a traitor assault is highly unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Yeah, so. Oh, I think Chris has arrived, or not, or whatever. I don't know. Hello, if you're watching. Yeah, the last stream of 2017. I have this faint fear that because I'm starting slightly late, or later than usual. I usually start at 10 rather than 11, and as I'm starting slightly late, the player base might have gone a bit dry, or at least may be yeah, let's check out. Let's check this out. See, the popularity is going at the point. Well, it's on the downward curve at the moment. So I can kind of I can see that. Oh, how great! Oh, how fun! Usually it doesn't take this long. I'm gonna put it down to starting late. Cause I'm usually playing matches by now. That's well, though. Usually my intros usually keeps going slightly longer. Yeah, I haven't really played that much. Actually, yeah, thinking about it, I haven't really played that much, so I haven't really had the time to test out the new cannon. The new 1.5 charge-up cannon. I haven't really had time to use it yet. It's rather unfortunate. Yeah, but yeah, I've been playing World of Tanks. I don't know why. I decided to start doing that because I've been tempted about streaming that in the new year as well. It's one of the ones that's been on the list. Because one of the ones that are on the list is World of Tanks and Sunless Seas, and one that I am probably going to do for a Wednesday as a little bit of sneaky peeky of what the current plans are for next year. I may start streaming The Sims 4 on the Wednesdays, which will be interesting because The Sims is, as I like to put it in parlance, I know how to bitch it. Same kind of thing as this game. I know how to get round it. I know how to use the aspects of the game to get my certain advantage, which is it usually does not take this long. They're slightly disconcerting. I checked that there's players on, but it shouldn't take this long. I am mildly concerned. Oh, finally, hello. Right, for a brief moment there, I was slightly concerned that something was wrong. At least it's on this map. I have time. I know how to play this one. And also, I know how to use the las cannon as well. Make sure I didn't take out the microphone. Yeah, I can use the las cannon on this one as well, especially from this point. Ooh, and also, the charge up may be good, because I know positions to snipe from this map. Ooh. Or at least all most of the good players know the position to snipe on this map. There's basically one area that is very, very good for sniping, right next to spawn, or the spawn that's here. So it's, yeah, right along here, right along the border, along... Wish I could zoom in, but there's that little ladder there, that tower there, and the little walkway there. You can cover that entire section of C, that entire section of B, see straight through the pipe, and cover that little bit of A. It's all good. It also means you could just run up, go around the corner, shoot what's ever hiding in the corner, and run back before anyone notices. Ah! Right, who are we waiting on? People. Yeah, seems to be rather dry numbers. Slow start. I'll certainly say that. It's definitely a slow start this time. Yeah. Although the numbers are probably going to be slowly drifting in a downward curve over the Christmas period, because that's what happens over Christmas. Less and less people play. Because there's not really going to be many people playing over Christmas time. Ooh, yes. Get in. See ya. Right. Get to my usual spot of the shooty, which is right over here. Because the place where they usually park the APCs is there when they're in a hurry, there when they're hiding, or there where I can't shoot under the little balcony thing there. When they're really up creek, when they're... Well, that's the usual place they usually go, is over there. But I can usually see them this way. Because you can usually... Because bit of a bump there, so you can see them over the top. Usually, sometimes they park right in the corner. I seem to be going for a... Oh, that's one of ours. That's a tank. One of our tanks? Yes, it is. Thought I saw someone there. Right, let's see if I can get a... Wow, they have swarmed towards A. Fucking hell. Wow, they have just... They have done the actual tactical thing. Gone for A, which is the most tactical opportunist, with the most best tactical place to have. Because it's the easiest for them to attack, hardest for us to defend. Next option would be attacking B. So, if they have any sense, they would park up. And they wouldn't stick the APC over there, like many people do. Because that is dumb. Because that means I can shoot it and gets very swiftly destroyed. Right, so it seems like they're going for B. Oh. The counter has begun. I saw you. I saw you, APC. I saw you, APC. Oh, it's a tank. Okay. Hide. Should be able to get you from... Damn it. Son of a bitch. Right, so someone's going to make a try and run for C. Shot! Fucking bingo. That's how you shoot that. So we've got to deal with that tank. The best way to get a good shot down there in decent cover would be over here, because you can usually see it. Well done. You're an idiot. You can't come up here. This is spawn. If you come up here, your vehicle gets... If you're in a vehicle, you get slow damage. And then the vehicle slowly explodes until the vehicle explodes with you in it, so you die. Or if you go on foot, you go in there and you have, I think it's like 5 seconds to leave before your heart explodes. So that's something, I suppose. So that's always a good thing to know. And you can tell new players when they do stuff like that, because just don't. Best option for that. Oh, I see you as well. Hello, Mr. Man. Who was that? No, that's one of ours. Ooh. Well, you got him. Is that one of ours or one of theirs? One of theirs. Right. Okay. Seem. Right. Someone's managed to walk their way round. I'm a sniper. I can't really do anything. And also, I can't actually cap the point because I'm a sniper. I'm a heavy. So I can't actually cap it. So I'm much better up here. Got him. I've got one. Come on, someone on the point. Get someone there. Shit. Fuck. Oh, you lucky sod. Almost got a full charge on you. I'm expecting someone to come from that side over there. Yeah. Knew that was going to happen. Oh, come on. F10ing. Oh, he's What's the F10ing mean? Is that supposed to be me? Is that supposed to be me or something? It's called being a sniper. Much better at doing this. Especially with a quickened... Ah. Cool, we've got sniper on both sides. hello. Yeah, I saw you. There you are. Where the fuck is everyone? Might be best for me to go for slightly more longer rounds. Yeah, nice. I'm much better at doing the sniping than I am at. Go on, explode. There you go. You can come try and get me as much as you want. You can get the one kill, and then your heart explodes, and then you can go and fuck off. Because you have to survive with the respawn timer. I'm just gonna go and try and deal with them. Where the fuck is everyone? I should be able to deal with this one by this point. Because it's, well, should be able to deal with them. I'm not sure this one. Can we just start going in onto the point? Let's get some decent cover to reload. Right. That's fine. I was trying to pin him in. Oh, fucking Jesus. No PC and a tank over there. And a tank over at A. Fucking Christ. They really waited for their... friggin... really did wait for their... bloody respawns, didn't they? So, yeah, so that's what it is. Right. And I've got to try and protect those ones. I can't just be heavies all the time. Gotta actually get in. I'm not gonna go in there by myself. I'm gonna get outnumbered. Come on. Hello, I saw you. Alright, let's just... Cover me. Shit is about to come our way in a major, horrible, horrible... Well, that's not us. For a brief moment, I was slightly concerned. They're not quite gone yet. It would make the more obvious point for them to start jumping towards B, but... Yeah, well, I mentioned you in a Twitter thing. Hello. You can stay dead. I started shooting first. You will not use this place as a distraction, sonnies. Hello. As long as I hold it until about we've got 30 seconds left, doesn't fucking matter if I die or not, because they don't have enough time to catch a bee. Oh, right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not enough time to, even if you kill me, not enough time to get B. Ha 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 ha. One dude managed to defend this place and it was all just me. Dropped 2 people plus an elite, plus I was the person who actually captured the damn place in the first place. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. How good am I? Kinda. Well, 3-5, 3-6, 3-8, 3-9, 3-9. Not that bad. Kinda high. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's kind of a bit of it's kind of a bit of a waste of an elite, but it's a sort of thing where sometimes you end up in a bad position. It's like the whole it's like the most of the time when they try and defend the point, a lot of the time it usually ends up in the situation of well, they get screwed really. Um, well, most of the time it's usually a big heavy or someone is ninjaing about. That's basically pot shots them, so they just roll out of the way and disappear. But he got shot, rolled for the door. Problem is, I'm standing above the door, so it's like roll away from the open area. Roll towards the door to get out. Yeah, just fortunate placement because the crouching. Yeah, it's odd that says Marine are the good guys, but the ones using courses for soldiers. Yeah, well, it's the sort of thing it's supposed to be for the Chaos Marine. For the Chaos Marines, it's look at the skulls, look at the death decay, ooh yeah, death cult. But for the Loyalist Marines, it's much more of a oh look, the skull of a fallen warrior, skull of a comrade. Their bodies, even in death, shall protect us. So it's one's going, oh look, death, oh look, fancy, and the other side's going, oh look, even in death you still protect us. Because it's one of those things that is supposed to be one of the motifs, one of the not motifs, something else, the thingy, the what is it? Can't remember. The subtexts around things like the Golden Throne, the Undying Emperor. Even in death, he is God. Even in death, he is still the Emperor, and he's basically been in stasis for 1,000 years. So one of the subtexts around the Loyalist Space Marines is for well, it's kind of one of the big differences supposed to be between them. For the Loyalist Marines, it's heroes never die. Even in death, you still protect us because you are the Golden Throne, you are the protector, you are the defender in all of existence beyond the Immaterium, while in the Chaos Marines it's full nihilistic death cult, full nihilistic hatred of death and people and life. Yeah. 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 This is the thing that always goes, that often gets missed by many around. Stay down. Christ, I'm almost bloody dead. I need to get my better location, which is back here, where I did last time. Christ. The bombs they have got big fucking explosions. It's really kind of irritating and annoying. Come on, get out of the way. Or not. Fucking hell, they got rockets. The heavies have arrived with their mini rockets and their RPGs. I think I need them as much because I'm using it as a frag. Right. At least we cleared the front door side. See if I can snake one in. Or not. Stay dead. Missed him. Oh, it's people. Many people miss the quite clever subtexts that the 40k lore actually has, because the normal subtext that goes along with it a lot of the time is the fact that the Chaos Marines and the Loyalist Marines they're not just enemies, they are the literal antithesis of each other. One is a thing that praises death, the other is a cult. It's yeah, it's the whole praising of death, praising of the fallen. Damn it, I thought I was going to get one off. Nah, leave it as that. Yeah, it's the... I actually spent a whole quite long time thinking about it, and it's basically out of the the four core groups that are here. One is the old religion, one is the current religion, one is the new religion, and another group are the atheists, especially the one that are devoid of religion. And it's the old, because the old religion is the old religion is the Eldar, who are the religion of the goddess, but the religion of the goddess. The goddess is dead. The goddess has been dead for some time, and it is the religion that has passed, the religion that has ceased to be useful or relevant. But then you have the current religion is the religion of the Loyalist Marines, the religion of the Golden Throne. But yeah, it is a religion that is swiftly falling apart. It's a religion that is starting to see its end. Oh, the fight's going on upstairs. That's where I can bloody hear the things. Oh, I think there's someone just got chopped. And so you have the old religion, the new religion being the Chaos Marines and the gods of the warp, the new beings. The new beings, the new gods. And the space atheists are the orcs. Which is more than anything kind of funny. Which is a very strange set of affairs when you start thinking the orcs are the 40k space atheists. Ow. I was wondering where that was going to come from. Right, we've got to go from the side door. Yeah, it really is. There's a lot more. The thing that's usually missed is the structural differences that are created. Because I did a bit of research into Games Workshop. Yeah, but the thing is that ends up being the whole thing. It's the Eldar are the old god. Because if you think, it's the three core religions of the Chaos Marines, the Loyalists, and the Eldar are three religions that have followed the normal process of being Well, that's fine. That's fine. You're doing that. Hello. Come get me. Come get me. I'll give you that one. But yeah, so it's the whole thing of even the old gods have become the new gods. It's kind of like a Greek and Roman thing, because the Roman gods were just the Greek gods repurposed. So it ends up being this very interesting thing, because one of the interesting aspects when I was looking up the Games Workshop stuff was that one of the more fascinating things was the fact that the original writer of all of the lore for the 40k universe actually he left the company, he left Games Workshop because the game was becoming too centrically an RPG. And so he just wanted to tell stories. He wanted to not get bogged down in the mechanics of a game. But it's yeah, so he left and he started a new company. It's up near your neck of the woods. He set up a new company in Nottingham. What are you doing? Set up a new company in Nottingham. It also does figurines, but it's a different thing. It's like a 6-person. See, I got more bullets than you, so I can at least put one of you down permanently. Yeah, so he set up another company up in Nottingham, which was it's always been quite interesting doing some of this research around, doing some of the bits of research around the 40k universe, because you can really see a point of difference around the 40k universe. Wow, things are lagging like shit. Hello. Stay dead, see ya. Reload, wrong button. Thank you. Switch to a proper gun. Oh, put plenty in ya. Anyone? Yeah, so it's actually been. Damn it! I wouldn't go round that corner. There's a lot of big guns. Managed to cause quite a nuisance though. No matter how good am I doing? 6. How have I got the point deductions for fucking team killing? I've been the one that's been team killed twice. Ah, fuck you. Should have like 2,000 points. How the fuck am I getting deducted? I haven't shot anyone. They've been shooting me. Knuckles Garden. Yeah, I'm with you on this one. No, come on then. You want to kill me? You want to kill me? Kill him as well. Kill him as well. Damn it. You can. Peaks. It's. Oh, I found it on Wikipedia. It's. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Stay dead, stay dead. Fragtastic. Good night. Son of a bitch! I stuck him with a grenade. God, those health pods they got. It's the same as the bloody normal Marines, same as the loyalist Marines. They're a fucking nuisance. Yeah, it's time to just go in and kill all of them. I'm gonna go round. Go round. Hi. Damn it. Yeah, I couldn't get it. While the next game's loading up, I'll have a bit of a look. Because I know it's nearby. I know it's up north. Because that's where he moved. Let's look it up. But it's also one of the writers rather than one of the one of the writers rather than one of the guys who constructed like the game mechanics and things like that. Where is he? What name was he? What name was he? Oh yeah, no, it was actually one of the person who actually set up Games Workshop. John Peake? Was it John Peake? No, it's not John Peake. Which one was it? That one? No. Livingston? Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Death Trap, London, Slow Witch. No, it's not that one. What one was it? Okay, so it's not part of the core 3 that constructed that. Which one was it? Subsidiary company of Games Workshop Limited. Is it that one? Is it him? Oh no, it's not him. Oh yeah, and also one of the interesting things, one of the notes that I found as well, Mr. Steve Jackson. Steve Jackson, who helped set up Games Workshop, he's one of the guys that also helped set up Lionhead Studios, which is basically Molyneux's, the studio that did Black and White and all the other one of the ones that came out of Bullfrog back in the 90s. He helped set up that one, which is quite interesting. What one was it? Because one of the writers, he left. Who was it? Where was it? It was someone. Who am I fighting? Orcs. Ooh. And I hold the line. Ah, shit. That's not going to be fun at all. Right, that's going to be a pain. Is it Peak? I think it might be Peak. All the RPGs at the company. No, so it wasn't Peak. Yeah, I might have just merged two people in my mind, because I know there's one of them, one of the guys that help that sort of set up part of it. Is it him? It might be him. Yup. Distracted. I'll do another little bit of look up before. Yeah, because I know there's one of one. It might have just been just one of the writers then. It might have just been one of the normal writers that One of the normal writers that was doing it then. Yeah, I must have merged two of the people in my mind, because I know one of them, that there was a bit of contention as the company modernized to as the company modernized to being the company it is now, because Games Workshop has always had a little bit of trouble being the company that modernizes. It's kind of like the same trouble they had with things like THQ back in the oldie days of damn it. Oh, he's got fire aspect. Fan-fucking-tastic. Yeah, we're going to very swiftly run out of lives at this rate. Everyone just leapt for the heavies. The heavies is probably the option to not do. It really is the option to not do, because they have... They're the ones with the explosives, they're the one with the bombs. Best thing to do is to just really, honestly not try and make a run for them. Thing to do is to just shoot them. Many bullets. It's just put them down. Putting them down becomes the problem. Oh shit, I saw someone on the balcony. Duck! Oh, I saw someone. Or not. Oops. You grab that. I save ye ass. Right. This turning out to be a problem. Yeah, that's always been one of the... Yeah, it's always been one of the quite interesting aspects to the way Games Workshop had to modernise to become itself. Because after problems like the whole THQ incident, it got to a point where the main thing they did was just franchising. Oh, I may have nipped you there. Yeah, and just doing all the franchising. Because at first they did the whole very strict game development thing of being very tight-lipped around their IP usage, which many creative companies are. Nintendo is always the prime example. Yeah, Nintendo is the prime example, and ow, yeah, and so they're very controlling of the IP, and then came the time when people didn't want to play tabletop games anymore. There's a reason why Dungeons and Dragons... It's quite surprising that Dungeons and Dragons has had a bit of a resurgence of late. Loads of YouTubers have been playing it for quite a while. It's really quite heartening that things like the Memory of Gary Gygax has actually managed to really settle in. It's quite interesting like that. Gary Gygax has been ended up being remembered very fondly, which I quite like. I quite like that. And yeah, so Games Workshop faced the same problem of not many people just wanted to play it, and so faced the issue of, yeah, simply have to adapt. And their adaptation was simply to make more. They made 40k, made more people, invented the Tau, started incorporating the Imperial Guard. It's they just made the world bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, added more and more and more and more gaming elements to it until it just became unsustainable for them. And so yeah, apparently the fifth is it the 5th edition that's going out now? The 5th edition is supposed to be this very refined version, a lot more easier to for newcomers, which is I think it might be the 5th edition. It's either the 5th edition or the 6th edition is the current one, and it's their one that's had the big reinvention, which is quite good. Makes things quite easy. It kind of got me slightly interested in playing the D&D, but it's a whole sort of thing where it's, well, one thing I ended up doing was started going through the planning stages of making my own, but kind of using a more adapted system, a much more kind of adapted, more simplified version as well. Kind of Call of Cthulhu-y, but it's like the whole thing of just there's no permanent characters or anything, just right. So everyone's just wait. Are we against a team? I've seen lots of people bros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. Right, so we have a 7-man team. Fun. Ah, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, because I tried to do some research on Dungeons and Dragons at one point, and because it's the same thing as the Games Workshop. I was looking up the 40k stuff online. There's a lot of the information is this information is out of date, and so some of the number 5 data has been declared out of date, and so yeah, I know you were there. Yeah, it's been declared out of date, and so out of print, and so not used anymore. Yeah, it's also one of the things where it made RPGs kind of hard. The RPG games, some of the tabletop games, hard to follow, especially games like Dungeons and Dragons. That's been going around for 30 years now, 40 years. It's been around since the late 70s, I think. Late 70s, I think conceptually since the 60s. So it's 30, 40 years. And, yeah, so every now and then they have to adapt the rule set. I think the big point with Games Workshop was the point when they almost went bankrupt. You can have one. Christ, people are pinging around everywhere. I wasn't sure if there's actually someone there or not. Yeah, yeah, because Games Workshop at one point, Games Workshop has almost gone bust a couple of times. It's rather unfortunate. Yeah, not going to get you hiding out there again. This turns out to be an actual very good place to hide. They've been using it quite a lot. I might start using this a bit more. Yeah, Games Workshop's almost gone bust a couple of times. Once when the tabletop market collapsed, again when their licensing collapsed. They had I think both of us at one point in the news show talked about the financial problems they ended up facing because of the collapse of THQ. So they ended up getting quite significant problems. Stay in the poison. Poison and die. Yeah, so they ended up... It's just Games Workshop. It's just one of those very interesting companies to actually do a bit of research on, because they've had quite tumultuous times. You're a bit late for the 45... See, yeah, about to bloody say. The point would be to fortify C. Right, I'm going to do my tactic of hide round the back, because people do think they be ninjas. And yeah, so time to shoot them in the air hole, because people think they be DB ninjas. But yeah, because Games Workshop has been one of those British companies that's been around for a while, that's had to adapt from tabletop to video games to now movies. At one point, they really tried to push the IP for film adaptation. Hi. Okay, that's the 7-man team. That's the 7-man team. They know precisely where to fucking go. Go round the back. Why? No one defends their asshole. Yeah. Well, that was... Yeah, it's basically going to be a cakewalk for them. Unless someone can actually go around the back and actually shoot them. I don't think that much chance you got. We guess they're pretty high up. Surprisingly not. That Jojo fried potatoes is not really doing so well. Yes, no, that's there. Problem is... Yeah, we're going to start spawning out the point now. That team of 7 swarmed in. No, we can't spawn tank. May have noticed. Would be nice if you check if you can before you start barking the orders. Yeah, they're about to get the cat because of the final point, because the team decided to swarm in the asshole and no one decided to check. So everyone on the point decided to die, because no one decides to check a lot of the time. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Just, yeah, bros. Yeah, sometimes I can't really do that. But yeah, I've been really distracted talking about Games Workshop. Been really distracted talking about them. Was it? I might have found it when I was looking at the 40k, because I think it might be someone who actually did the writing around the classes, the units, I think. Gameplay, story. Hammer species, grimdark, future. Is it 8th edition? Ah, okay, they're on the 8th edition now. Bloody hell! It's Games Workshop has gone through more editions than D&D. Bloody hell, their latest version came out in April 2017. Ah, yes, that actually fits it, because when I had my little talkie talk with a guy from Games Workshop, when I was at MCM, he was saying they were going to do that, and I think that might have been October last year. So they might have been in the process of writing and printing for the last set, for the new edition. That might explain that. Ah, is it this one? Yeah, it's the guy who used to write for Games Workshop and then moved on to doing something else is Rick Priestley. Rick Priestley. He was the he designed the miniatures for Games Workshop. He sort of adapted the idea of the literary side of Games Workshop, the Black Library, with him being one of the writers for it. He wrote some of the editions for the Warhammer. He started writing. Ah, that's why it came up. He's one of the guys that helped write Necromunda, and Necromunda is one of the Warhammer games that's coming out in the next year or so, because that's under Focus Home. So that's where I got that. That's where it's from. Yeah, and he still writes for him, I think. No, he didn't. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Yeah, Rick left Games Workshop in November 2010, complaining that the corporate culture had grown too focused on sales and no longer cared about innovation in game design. He is now the co-owner of Warlord Games, which he and also does consulting work and stuff like that. Because Warlord Games sells Society of Ancients, which is another tabletop game sold through them, which is down at Nottingham, and they kickstarted it, and it done. The Gates of Atreides is that one. Yes, so I know who it is now, and it was one of the writers. I merged one of the ideas of Steve Jackson. Can't remember. No, John Peake. Yeah, I merged John Peake and Rick Priestley. John Peake was the one that went, this is turning too much into an RPG. I'm out, and then started doing other stuff. Yeah, and started. Not sure what he does now. Doesn't really do that. Doesn't really say what he does. What he does now. It just says game designer. Although he does. Apparently, he does a lot. He did a lot of woodworking. He made a craftsman for Backgammon, Messila, Nine Man's Morris, Go, Tower of Hanoi. Yeah, it's a good woodworker. Ooh, sounds alright. Yeah, and then Rick Priestley is the guy that decided to leave because of, well, he left because the company was becoming too corporate in 2010, just before they had their massive financial fuck up. That was THQ. Yeah, THQ almost bloody killed Games Workshop. That was funny, more than anything else. THQ, the amorphous mass that fucking annihilated the British games industry. That was a bad year. As soon as THQ went down, it took so many companies with it. IPs ended up getting thrown into the air until people going, "Are we actually going to do something?" And then loads of other companies that were published by them almost got swallowed as well. Really is quite sad more than anything else. Kind of miserable. This is a good, nice little sniping map as well. I'll get to my perch and get a shootin'. Shouldn't be too hard to get some eyes. entirely sure if you're shooting or not. Let's see. Ah, no, it's a tank. Right, there we go. That's what I was thinking. Oop, no, actually, no. Actually, no. There's no need to proceed with caution. It's also down to the point of, I'd prefer. Right, okay, I know where I'm going. I'm going to my number 2 spot. Use that as cover. Run. Run. Get to cover. Hi. Bang. Hi. Bang. Ah, hello. Spawn truck. Do you mind if I destroy you? Come on, almost. That way. Around the corner. I boned them. Right. Oh, another one. Not too far off for my liking. Hello. Yeah, I found out. I found out what the writer I was thinking of. It's Rick Priestley. It's Rick Priestley was the person I was thinking of. He is the guy that helped write the books. He's literally just one of the writers, one of the former writers, who left in 2010 because of the corporate culture being too centric around sales. So he bounced out of the company. Ooh, is someone on the turret? Because I can shoot the turret from here. If I can. There we go. Hi. Bang. I can at least get one shot off. Fuck. There we go. Aim too high. There we go. That's that one dealt with. Yeah, it's yeah. His game is called. Whoops, wrong button. His game is what was it? Story of Ancients? No, it's Society of Ancients. He kickstarted in 2012 the Gates of Atreides, and the Gates of Atreides is now released through Warlord Games, which is his company, in Nottingham. Yeah, so it's Warlord Games, all the way out in Nottingham. And, yeah, so it releases... I see you there. I see you there. I see you there as well. Do you mind if I get a shot? Bingo! Part of the reason why I really wish I had a better sniper. Do I see you as well? Where are you going? Yeah, and so that's the guy who does that. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the designers. Go back to the page. He's it was him and Brian Ansell and Richard Halwell designed the miniatures for Warhammer Fantasy, and Warhammer 40k. I think it might be in the original version. 2000, yeah, maybe. He's also the guy that did Necromunda. That was the reason why I ended up finding him. Because I think I was looking up 40k and I was going like, oh, I wonder what Necromunda is, because that's coming out next year. That's one of the Focus Home ones. The same people who did the same publisher who did Space Wing Death Hulk and Battlefleet Gothic. Yeah, and they're doing their next Warhammer game is well, the guys who made Vermintide are making a sequel. All they've said is we're doing a sequel to Vermintide, not necessarily a Vermintide sequel, but we're doing another Games Workshop thing. And Necromunda, which was officially announced about July, with a screenshot and literally nothing else. No one said anything to me at Gamescom. I was very disappointed. I think the one they're really pushing at the moment is I keep saying it as Vampire, but it's Vampire, although it's spelt Vampire, which is coming out in now, actually, maybe. I don't know. Might be out now. Actually, no, I don't think it's coming out next year. I think coming out in March. I think it might be coming out for the spring schedule next year. And another storm to weather. Oh, have fun! Oh, have fun! Yeah, well, he basically set up his own company. It's Warlord Games and Society of Ancients is his thing. It's basically he went off and made his own thing. It's that's pretty much what he did. He just went, nah, I've had about 10-15 years worth of practice. I'll make my own. And then he left. And then he left and just made his own set of miniatures with blackjack and hookers. They actually seem quite good. I can kind of see where the whole Atreides name comes from, because Atreides, if you are smarty pants, hello, anyone? No one checks their ass. For fuck's sake, can someone please check their assholes for 5 goddamn minutes? Make sure someone's trying to stick something in their ass. Yeah, because no one checked the sides. No one checked. Oh, heaven forfend. Let's think of it. The flank. They flanked you. Geniuses. There's more than one entrance. It's very disappointing when people keep forgetting there's more than one entrance. There we go. Dealt with. Can we sort this stuff out, please? Well, that was the kind of the point. That was kind of the point, because it literally is spelt Vampire, Vampyr, rather than vampire, even though it's set in England. It's set in England during the Spanish flu epidemic. Which is... Ah, damn it. I thought I had more... Oh, he's a... Are the Legend the Heavies? I can never tell. But yeah, it's vampire. It's spelt vampire. It debuted at E3 a couple of years back. It's a vampire game. It looks very good, and I really want to get a review code for it, but the review codes from Focus Home sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. If it's Games Workshop, I get it pretty much day of. It's usually fairly... It's getting the stuff from Focus Home is usually fairly reliable. But there's been a couple of times I've asked and they said no. But it's also ones like, oh, what was it? There was one they released this year, which basically everyone had. It's another one of their E3 ones, which I think even Total Biscuit reviewed at one point. So it kind of shows I'm fairly low on the list. It's going, yeah. When I'm trying to get codes at the same time as Total Biscuit, it's pretty obvious who's going to get it. So, yeah, that went that. Ah, I almost had you. The spread on that gun is too shit. It's a sub, so I almost had him, but I just don't have the power. And they've already got the point again. Well done. Wow, we are spawning off the point now. They have surrounded the damn thing. Fucking A. Just go in and shoot them. Do you mind if I get this for one moment? Thank you. Ah, they're up there. Too bad no one actually noticed that I actually nabbed the point. Too bad no one noticed I actually grabbed the point. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I think I might do as well. It's just a whole early thing, because I'm now technically 28. So I might do the whole thing of I'm clocking off early because I can, and fuck everything else. And it's been a pretty dry night as well. Hasn't really been that much going on really. Headshot. Yeah, it's been a fairly dry night, so not much has been. Ah! I nabbed it. You gonna... Yeah. Is anyone at all? Anyone? Anyone? I guess not. I guess not. We just lost the point. Yeah. No, 28. So I think after this match I might clock off because this one's going to go past half past. I shan't be bothered. Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's why it's a bazooka. It's their missile launcher. It's their plasma launcher. For us, it's an absolute. For us, it's an absolute cunt. But for them, it's their plasma launcher. The problem is defending means we can't use the plasma launcher. We're kind of out and dry regarding ordnance because we're on the defensive. We can't really use the ordnance effectively from this kind of range. Oh, that's a premium gun. Hello, someone who bought. Grab him. Grab him. Grab him. Before sacrifices are made. Right, I know what to do. Mind if I shoot you in the face? Bollocks. Oh, it's a jump trooper. Anyone? Thank you. They're coming. Oh, shit. Christ, that man, I'm not entirely sure if that was fucking lag or just genuine what the fuckery. Fuck it. Run. Run, brother. I know you're wounded, but I'm just the gunneries. Out of actual power, I have none. No, I'm going for the ammo box. I need more frags. They're using frags. I need to frag like balls. Oh, do you mind holding that for me? Come on, put him down. There we go. That's more like it. Put the Yahoo mothers down. Come on, someone's got to grab the point. Come on, kill them! For God's sake, go upstairs! From your birth Unix timestamp, blah, 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 blah. Well, at least someone grabbed the bloody point. Just have to not have 15 people die for 3 minutes. I've got you for 3 minutes. Do you mind holding that, please? Oh, you missed me, because I am on a thing that is called a slope. Can you die, please? It'd be good if you just died. Oh, hi! Anyone at all? Thank you! Oh, fuck, I'm out of bullets. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, hello. I saw you there. I'm not gone quite yet. There you go. Well, I would say stay down. Just 10 seconds. If they try and make a run for the point, shoot them. Stop where you are! Stop where you are! Most raged? I've never got that before. Sweet. How many kills did I get? Only 10. Okay. I'm the one that best uses a gun. Cool. Okay. You cannot beat me. I have the high ground. Actually, no. Should go for much more the Alec Guinness. You cannot defeat me. I have the high ground. These are not the Marines you are looking for. These are not the Marines you are looking for. Christ, I've almost got this bloody thing as well. Almost in one session. Yeah, so I'm done. And that also means we're done for 2017. Kinda. Also, as well as thing to say for stuff coming out. There is going to be some stuff going up between now and New Year's. There is going to be a Christmas video, which is basically going to be me saying Merry Christmas, birdie, 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 boo, same as last year. And there is going to be the traditional New Year's toast, which is going to be going up on the 31st of December, as well as Christmas stuff going up on the 25th of December. But also, on top of that, on the 20th of December, there is going to be a early access preview of the Horus Heresy Betrayal on Caleth. That is going. I got an early access code for that. It's the new announced game that is going to be a part adaptation of the stories of the Horus Heresy, which is also Warhammer 40k, hence reference. Which is going to be coming out on the 20th of December. It is entering early access on the 20th of December, and the reason why people may have heard of it, it is the one that's got the VR, where you control all of the things in VR, and it's a VR Warhammer game. Yeah, so that is going to be something for Warhammer fans to look out for. On the 20th of December is the early access preview. I have already played it, and I've already reviewed it for as far as I can. Because it's early access, it's not all there. It's not all there, but it's going to come out, I think, in March. I think for the new year. I think its full release is coming out in the spring schedule, because there is also another game which I got in the last couple of weeks, which is Golem Gates, which is a card game RTS. Loads of RTS is coming out, which I am not going to do, which is already out for the early access of the preview. No, it's not. No, it is. It is in the early access of the preview on the Steam, but its full version is going to come out in March. I think they were saying March 2018. But that one I'm going to save to New Year's. So there is going to be a early access preview of a Warhammer game coming out on the 20th of December. And then there is going to be a Christmas video on the 25th of December. And then there is going to be the traditional New Year's toast coming out on the 31st of December. Or, well, 2 videos on the YouTube and the early access preview, perhaps a video to go along with it for funsies, which is going to go up on the 20th. The early access preview written full review you can read on the website of www.thetorchentertainmentguide.com. Yes, so that's that. And now I can concentrate on getting stuff done for the new year. Because in the new year, well, I'm going to go into the full explaining of what's going to come up in the new year in the Christmas video as a little sneaky peek of what is planned. Because the plan is streaming schedule Thursday, Friday, Saturday, same as before. But also Wednesdays, I am planning to stream The Sims 4. I borrowed one. If you think I play The Sims, you're having a laugh. Yeah, and I'm probably going to be streaming that on Wednesdays. I'm going to start off by doing the Asylum Challenge. I have been challenged to do that by the acquaintance I am borrowing The Sims from. I have not played The Sims 4 yet, but I have played The Sims up till number 2. And I always found it a piece of piss. It's one of the games, kind of like this, is the games I could bitch. So it's going to be fun. But I'm also going to add a couple of mods as well. Well, she's going to add a couple of mods, that being aesthetics. So the asylum is going to look like something from Silent Hill, which is going to be fun. It's going to be grand. Mechanically, it's going to be the same. Otherwise, it will break the challenge. Because, yeah. And I'm also planning another stream thing, which may be on the Tuesday, maybe on the Sunday. Have not decided at this point. But videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Game news Monday. Op-eds and some stuff on Wednesdays. And the Netflix and Will is being renamed as Movies and Will, coming out on Fridays every week. I'll explain all of that in the Christmas video. Anyway, I'm done for today. If you're watching VOD, hello, thank you. Please do consider subscribing. For those that are live, hello to all of you. Please do consider subscribing. And if you can find us on the Twitter at TheTorchEG, on Facebook at TheTorchEG, and also the website thetorchentertainmentguide.com. Please do consider subscribing, following, liking, whatever the junk of all of the stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. What other stuff to talk about? Is there any stuff to talk about? No, there is not. There is not. No, there is not. No, there is not. So it's yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so you can follow the videos, all of the stuff, all of that, all of the things of the stuff and things. Yeah, I shall see you next time.